Brenda really touched on this, and Kathleen and Melissa also touched on this in terms of what our institutions have to be willing to let go of in terms of our own authority and power making and decision making. This is really fundamentally important. So after last summer, I was really very concerned after having 30 plus years of experience in philanthropy that we were all going to experience what had happened to George Floyd. And then philanthropy was going to take another year or two to study it, to get trained up on it, to think about it some more. And we don't have that kind of time. And so what we did at the Libra Foundation is we launched the Democracy Frontlines Fund, which was an effort to move money first and learn as we go. And I think this is a critically important lesson for us to learn and to continue to practice. Too often in philanthropy, we have a bias to study. We want to think about it for another 20 years. We want to be convinced it's the best strategy before we go into it. And in fact, one of the most powerful ways that we learn, and really and truly, most people who talk about adult education talk about this methodology, is act first and then learn as we go. So the Democracy Frontlines Fund, which we invited other foundations to join us in saying, let's fund Black-led organizing, people who are at the absolute front lines of defending our democracy, of defining our democracy, of protecting it and fighting for it. Let's fund them with 3 years of general operating support. And then all of us will come together and be on a learning journey together about what those organizations are doing, how they're doing that work. It was also important for us because we put together a brain trust of leaders who fund movement building work, who fund Black-led groups. And we gave them the authority to make the decision about which grantees would be selected to receive the funds. So as foundations, we stepped back. We invited the Brain Trust members to come in to make the decision about the slate of organizations. And we put $36 million over 3 years towards those organizations. And it has been and is currently a transformative experience. We are meeting on a quarterly basis.